It is February 1st, and I'm just now doing my January reading wrap-up. I read 6 books this month, which is kind of on target. That's kind of what I want to read each month, because I want to read 70 books this year, and that's about 6 books a month. So the first book I read this month was The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And I love these books so much. I love this series so far. I've only read the first 2. I love the movies, everything about it. I think I rated this one 4.75. It's really good world building, and I liked how the series started. I think this is dystopian perfection. Yeah, very big opinions at the moment. I think this is dystopian perfection, and I absolutely adored it. So good. I love Peeta and Katniss. I think it was really intriguing how this story started out. It really just pulled you into the world. I just loved how Suzanne Collins writes. I think it's very straight to the point, and I don't know, it's very feel like you're in this world with the characters. Yes, really loved it. 4.75 stars. And then the next book I read, shocker, is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I believe I gave this one a 5 stars. Okay, so I think this is going to be my favorite in the series. I love this Hunger Games. I love how you get to see tributes from the past games and all that, not just Peeta and Katniss. I think you really connect to the characters in this. And again, the world building is so good. And I think the conflicts in this book are really good. Okay, but the way this book ended is giving me anxiety. I'm so scared for the next book. It's just, oh my god, I just can't. I can't with this book. It's honestly terrifying how terrified I am of the next one. This, I think, is a great second book in a trilogy. Sometimes they're filler books, and when authors do trilogies, but this was not a filler book. This really brought more plot into the story, and I believe it was an important part of the next book. The next book I read is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I believe I gave this 4.25 stars. Here, look at all my tabs, okay? This book was so good. It was so good. I don't think I read a book like this before. It's just like very heart-wrenching YA romance. It was so sad. I cried so much. It was 100% better than the movie, and I love the movie. So I think this book is amazing. And there's no spice. So if you like a YA heartbreaking, no spice story, this book right here, I 100% recommend. If you're 10, 20, 30, just read it. It's so good. Okay, the next book I read is You Again by Kate Goldbeck. Yeah, Kate Goldbeck. Okay, so the booktubers I watched, or at least one of them, raved about this book, and I was so excited for it. I think the premise of it was just so good. I was, yeah, so excited for it. But it just didn't hit like I thought it was going to. I gave this book 2.75 stars because, I don't know, I like the romance. I think it's cute. I think it's fine. It's there. I just don't think I'd ever read it again, and I don't think I'd recommend it to that many people. I mean, if you like a spicy New York City romance, read it. The guy's a chef. I know some people like that, but some things were icky to me, and I didn't like it. The way it ended, I don't know, it's kind of gross. But it just wasn't for me. I can see why people say this is a 5-star read for them, but just for me, I don't know. I didn't like it that much. I'm sorry. And then the next book I read is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I love Kristen Hanna so much. This is the second book I read from her, and I think she's one of my favorite authors already. So the way she writes is just so captivating, and the stories she can tell is just amazing. I find it so hard to believe that she is not this person, because I can't believe how someone can tell a story about someone's whole life. You can see the pain they went through, the suffering, and then they come out on the other side of that. And she just writes these stories, and they feel like real characters. They don't feel like they stay on the pages of this book. I'm pretty sure Lenny Albright is somewhere up in Alaska, because her books are just so deep. They are so rich with character building and plot. And if you have not read a Kristen Hanna book, I 100% suggest you go right now and start one of her books. I believe I rated this 4.75. Read it. If you get nothing else from this video, go read a Kristen Hanna book. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, and then the next book we have is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco. This book, oh my gosh, this book. I believe I rated it 4 stars. I love Kerri Maniscalco. I've read 2 other of her books, and I'm going to read more of them. I will read the rest of the series 100%. Anything this woman writes, it will be on my bookshelves. I love her, okay? So this book was very thrilling, very chilling. it's like set in the 1800s in London, so like there are a lot of societal norms and a lot of things that women are expected to be, and I think Carrie Maniscalco showed this so well. I feel like this character was an actual person in the 1800s. It was so good. The romance was super sweet. I loved how, like, back then everyone had to be modest and stuff. I think that played a super interesting role in how the characters interacted and everything. I just loved it. The MMC Thomas, I loved him. He was adorable. I just loved the way he like kind of nagged the female main character. It was so cute. I would say I did see the plot twist coming, but I think the way Carrie Maniscalco executed it made me not care. Like I still felt it was really good. I still felt like it was very eerie and stuff. And I did like this book. But if you don't like gore, like there was a lot of blood and guts and everything in this, a lot of death. So I would definitely check trigger warnings for this because it was a little much. I would say it is a little much if you don't like gore, if you can't take that or handle that. But I think it was fine. I liked it. I really did like it. I will be continuing this series. So that is my January reading wrap up. I read 6 books in the month of January, and I will put my average rating in the corner. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in another video.